Hi everyone, Coach Sullivan here again from MJS Coaching Football. My background, I've either been a defensive, offensive, or special teams coordinator as well as a head coach at both the collegiate and high school levels. In this presentation, I'd like to talk to you about our match quarters variation grade 3 versus the route concept Florida. Okay, so briefly, Florida smash concept. I call it Florida because Coach Steve Spurrier developed the concept back when he was at Florida in 1989, and it's now a staple in virtually every offense. So, out of respect to Coach Spurrier, I've always called it Florida. So, how do we play the Florida pass concept out of our grade 3 match quarters variation? Okay, so bear in mind that we're playing this out of our off man, and this is post snap, meaning the alignment, okay, that would not be this prior to the snap. The corners would have been outside leverage, and after the ball is snapped, this is where they would be. So that's why I have it starting here. Okay, so you can see how it would be played from inside off man leverage. Okay, again, on both sides. All right. So, first up, the way we play the hitch is very different in grade 3. Okay? So what we've been doing is we've been playing the Florida out of the grade 4, so the corners have been sinking underneath, right? And maybe the outside linebacker has been a little slow to cut the hitch. Okay? So the quarterbacks now are starting to throw the hitch. And they've been picking up, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards, chunk yards. Okay. So now the changeup, when we play off man, this part I'll share with you. There's no zit step at all, nor is there a walk pedal. We remain at 7 yards. Okay, we quote unquote take the charge. We let the receiver come to us. So now, as the corner is stemming inside with eyes on the man, he sees the hitch. He cuts the hitch right now. Okay, so there's a pretty good chance you got a pick six happening. Or if nothing else, the quarterback's going to be caught off guard, and it should be an incomplete pass or a very minimal gain. Instead of the 6, 7, 8 chunk yards, now it's down to 3, 4. Okay? Everybody understand why? So that's the big difference. Now, instead of the outside backer cutting the hitch, the corner is cutting the hitch. And again, it's on both sides. So now the effect is also on the safeties. Okay, so this is where the cat and mouse game comes in. And you got to, do your film study and even generate your tendencies during the course of a game. So your press box coaches are really, really important in this. Okay, or if you don't have one, then it's either you yourself making the call or you got somebody, a player, somebody with a chart helping you out. Because now there is no sink from the corner, so this void area is wide open. So it's still man over 10 for your safeties, but now because there's no help, they got to clamp down on that shoulder really, really hard and fast. And be prepared for that shoulder to be pulled away from you because the quarterback leads the corner route away from the safety and it's more of a deep out. So that's the big one. That upfield shoulder with no help, you got to clamp on it hard now. Okay, and you got to be alert. We got to make good ball calls for your safeties because they have no help underneath. That's the huge difference. The reason we'll play grade 3 is we're starting to get hurt with the hitch because of the separation. All right, he's turning away from the outside linebacker, turning up the field. So that we got covered. All right, and so our goal of forcing the offense to throw the shortest route in the concept, it doesn't necessarily factor in this. Okay, so if you got great corners but don't have great safeties, then this still may not be the variation for you. Right? You got to have really good secondary play all around to go with this grade 3 variation for this reason right here, this route concept. All right. So when it comes to playing the running back now, because two's vertical, one's doesn't exist. Remember, it's 9-on-9 football, as it says. So now we're bracketing the running back essentially. Running back goes outside Outside linebacker takes him. Okay, the running back is 2, but since he's running outside, then now the linebacker is going to sit. Okay, linebacker is going to sit. So now if you have a running quarterback, you've got 5 guys because these 3 are automatically rushing. Running back away, inside linebacker still mirroring the cue. Nothing changes, but now you have 5 to potentially help with a running quarterback. It's a pretty good thing too. Okay, which is another advantage to this grade 3 variation. Running back away now, outside linebacker, again, 1 doesn't exist. Okay, 2's vertical. He just balances up and he's looking for backside crossers. Somebody coming across the field on a mesh concept. Okay, so again, the big difference, we now cut the hitch in Florida with the corner, which means the safeties have no help underneath, so they have to clamp down, be not only on that upfield shoulder, but hard on that upfield shoulder, being ready for that shoulder to be pulled away and a deep out by the quarterback, if the quarterback's able to read that we're in this grade 3. Okay? If you got a real good quarterback, they can see the difference when your corner isn't really moving at all. Okay? So again, variations, cut the hitch with corner, safeties have no help. Outside linebacker, inside linebacker can out bracket outside, inside on the running back, and the potential is there when the running back is outside to have 5 defenders for a running quarterback, and these would all be good reasons to run our grade 3 match quarters variation. As always, please, any questions, reach out to me at CoachMJSullivan@gmail.com, and I can talk football with you all day.